Welcome back. Whatever did the Radiant want with you, pray tell? Well, I've unlocked the role quests. Our allies have sent some military delegates. What news? What news do they have?
So blasphemies now plague all the realm.
Yep.
It will only get worse if what Father said is true. As it did in Amarot.
If that's our model, then shouldn't we expect the effects to grow more severe as it feeds off its own spread?
Yes.
As if people transforming into those monstrosities wasn't bad enough. If the flora and fauna, if the land itself turned against us.
No one would survive.
Here's your order, friend.
Thank you.
May you find comfort in these dark times.
Hope so. I like her hair.
Where do we go from here? If there's one thing we've learned, fighting blindly and simply reacting to what comes will accomplish nothing. We must find a solution that addresses the fundamental cause. Before our strength is exhausted, before this crisis spirals out of control. Is there something, anything we've overlooked?
You know, we revisit
If there is an
Amarot.
answer, Hydaelyn herself will have it. 'Twas she who bound Zodiac and forestalled the final days. Alas, we have heard naught from her since the Tower of Babel. Whether she cannot or will not speak, I can only speculate.
At this point, you think
Even the
she's
flower
be
she gave
stronger
us is no
after
more.
Zodiark's no longer alive to be imprisoned. In our time, we called it Elfis. You would do well to remember the name.
So advised the Watcher. But what could be the significance of that name? It is entirely unfamiliar to me.
To me as well. It meant something to the ancients, though. In our time.
Most surely. Yet I do not recall a single mention of it in the records of Anida.
Maybe we need to relook. Can we go back to the
Another
first?
dead end. And quite literally. It's not as if there are any ancients living we could go and ask.
Hold on.
Not alive as such, but not quite dead.
We going back to Amarot?
Elidibus.
Oh, Elidibus.
I sealed him in the White Horus site at the Crystal Tower back on the first.
That's true, he's not truly dead, he's sealed in the
Contained
tower.
within that reservoir of ether that maintains it, ether that is returned little by little to the sea. Naught may remain of his soul.
He might still be in there. Enough of him.
However, if part of it lingers, we might be able to speak with him there.
We get to see Elidibus again, we get to see Elidibus again.
I know we can no longer make that journey, but you, my friend, still can.
It would be an opportunity to look in on the others as well. I was wondering when we were going to do this.
Thank you, my friend. That would
It
mean
had to have
much me.
happened. There's no way
If
we
nothing
would have not
else,
gone back.
Should we learn the first is safe, we'll have that much more reason to keep fighting the good fight. That said, the odds are not in our favor, to say the least. Which is why we're fortunate to have Urianger up there on the moon, working hard to make all the necessary preparations for our departure. When it comes
And why we have nothing to lose by
so-
staying the course till the last instant.
Indeed. To the last, let us all do what we can.
Sucks that only
I will
I can go
consult
back
with
to the
Master
first.
Matoya and see if she knows of a way to reach Hydaelyn from the ethereal sea.
And I will visit the nation's leaders and attempt to ascertain how far the final days have progressed elsewhere.
Keep me abreast of your findings. I can seek out and slay the worst of the immediate threats, if only to slow the spread.
Unease, terror, despair. Try as we might to suppress them, these emotions will return to harry us time and time again. But when they do, remember this. Your friends and loved ones are out there somewhere, sharing in your struggle. You are not alone.
So ends the brief respite before the
More
next
Emmett.
revelation.
The brief respite before the next revelation? Oh no.
Yes, so much left for you to see.
So much left for me to see? What does he mean by that?
Where beginning ends and end begins.
Where beginning ends and the end begins. Again, it sounds like he's still alive. But he's narrating what's happening all the time. I suppose I do not feel better on a full... I do feel better on a full stomach after all. Burning skies, blasphemies. No, if I've got anything to say about... Not if I have anything to say about it. The final days. How far has the phenomena spread, and how does it manifest itself in each land? I must reach out to my friends in each nation and find out all I can. Beasts and blasphemies may be running amok in nearby lands, outside the influence of Rats at Han and the Alliance. If so, I may need to go hunting. If the Forum truly has been spurred to action by Hydaelyn's prophecy, then is it not odd that the Anti-Tower was entrusted to Master Matoya, who bears them no love? No doubt she has a reason for this, and I wouldn't know what it is. Nothing like a feast to lift the spirits. I trust you enjoyed yourself as well. Now then, is there anything we've forgotten to mention? Are your arms and armor in good order? Yep, they are. In that case, it's time we each attended to our tasks. And when you arrive on the first, give my regards to Reen. Tell her I miss her. I will. I'll do just that, Dad Cred. I wonder if I've got any titles at all through all this. Lemurs, no. I haven't got anything. Oh, Beatrice Valiant. But I want Witness of the Dark Apocalypse. It fits now. Because I'm witnessing a dark apocalypse. Ooh, a new weapon. Take this, Davel, my spirit vessel. Empty now, of course, but it should allow you to operate the tower systems in the umbilicus. If even the smallest fragment of Elidipus's essence remains, it should be possible to locate it. As for access to Umbilicus, pray seek out Lena for assistance. Chances are she still stands watch at the Ascensor's gate. Should she or anyone else ask after me, tell them I am living my life to the fullest, that I am happy, hardships and all. Well, we had best be on our respective ways. God's willing, we will see each other again ere long. Returning to the Crystarium. I wonder how much has changed since last we've been there. I wonder if there's going to be a mention of Gaia. What was this? Level 80. Oh, it's Lena. Long time no see, Lena. Davel, you are returned. Have you been well, you and the others? We've no shortages of troubles, but we're well enough. And things are much the same for you as they were here. My lord is doubtless enjoying himself. Oh, he sure is. He said this to you? These exact words? Oh, to know that he is happy, it fills my heart with joy. Thank you, Davel, for taking care of him. When next you see him, please tell him not to overexert himself. A futile request though it is. It's already a bit too late. He's overexerted himself once. And tell him that all is well here. The peace you gifted us continues, and we work hard to build new lives for ourselves. In the course of this, we are occasionally bicker. But we've never been more optimistic for the morrow. If I had to mention one dilemma, it would be the question of our governance. Even as we speak, debate rages on how we should run the city in the Exarch's absence. Most are of a mind that settlement councils should continue to oversee the general running of the Crystarium, while representatives are elected to determine policy and handle diplomacy. Thus far, nothing is set in stone. But however we choose to proceed, we will not replace our Lord. No one could. Have we recently observed any unusual phenomena? No, I cannot say there have been. Curious that you should ask me this question, though. Some days ago, Reen came and asked the very same. She was rather unsettled, in stark contrast to how cheerful she has been of late. Oh no, what's wrong? She and the other Crystarium youths just hosted a festival, you see. It proved so popular that there are already plans for another celebration, one much bigger than the first. Between our festive preparations for the festival and the restoration of the empty, she struck me as happy and full of life. So when I saw her in a state of such worry, I couldn't help but feel worried in turn, especially since she wouldn't tell me what troubled her. I dare say she would be more willing to confide in you. May I ask you to broach the subject with her? Yeah, sure. I wonder how her and Gaia are doing. You wish to enter the umbilicus? Very well, I shall fetch the key at once, and take the opportunity to find Reen. Please wait for me in the city, in front of the Cabinet of Curiosity, shall we say. I will be along as soon as I can. Time to go into the Crystarium. Okay, Cabinet of Curiosities. Nope. I went to the wrong one. Cabinet of Curiosity. There we go. The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. Oh no. Wait for Lena. What's gonna happen? Do my old eyes deceive? Is that truly Davel? Ooh, it's you. Ah, it is. Full glad I am to see you whole and hale, my friend. It's Becklug. What a wonderful surprise it is to have you back with us, and at this most opportune time. In case you haven't heard, we are planning to produce a tome chronicling events from the Flood to the Knight's return. From this project, we intend to draw upon records kept by the world's peoples. Historical and contemporary first-hand accounts will be the centerpiece of the tome, but yours would be the one to crown them all. I've been asked to contribute a chapter on the soul, a subject that is key to understanding much of your endeavors. In the course of developing the spirit vessel, I gained valuable insights into travel beyond the rift. The knowledge that will allow me to attest to your existence and deeds. There's no end to the questions I would ask you, but if you could indulge me just one for now. In your quest to restore the night, you faced many a formidable foe. Among them, who offered you the greatest struggle? Hades, who bore the burden of his people. Ah yes, Hades, he who sought to resurrect his ancient brethren. He was the final obstacle in your quest to restore the night. Your battle in the depths of the tempest, the stuff of epics. Yet compelling as it is, I worry that mere words wouldn't do justice to that fateful confrontation. Not that we would think to omit it entirely, of course, no, at the very least. No, at the very least, we will impress upon readers that it was the climax of your hero's journey. I know you'd love to talk her ear off, Morin, but we really should be on our way. Those documents from Yulmore won't collect themselves. Of course, and afterwards, would you care to join me for tea? I was hoping you might clarify a few points in your treatise. Till next time, Davel, then. Do tell the others to look after themselves. Our overzealous friend in particular, remind him not to overexert himself again and again till his ears fall off. And if that's what it takes for him to take it to heart. Why someone says for Graha not to overexert himself. Okay, who's going to come by this time? Gasp, is that the Warrior of Darkness? Oh, is that kid? It's these kids. It's her, it's really her. What are you doing here? If you're going to battle, I'll give you some medicine. I made it myself. That's not Riki. You'd only give her a stomachache. You've come to see Morin to get his advice. One of the guards finally agreed to teach us how to fight, but first we need to choose a fighting style. While I know that I want to be a mage, Arkil isn't sure. Magic isn't really my thing, so I was thinking of taking up the axe or the sword or maybe the bow. They all seem alright, but it's hard to decide, so I thought I'd ask Morin. He knows about a lot of things. He isn't here? Aww. Oh, why don't you have the Warrior of Darkness choose for you? What do you think suits Arkil best? Axe, sword, or bow? Protecting your friends? The sword. The sword? If you took up the sword, you could be just like... Brandon, the Warrior of Light. Love that tale. Let's borrow the book today. It's really popular though. I hope it's still there. Thanks for helping me decide, Warrior of Darkness. I'll start with that style, and maybe try something else later on. When I get really strong, I hope to have a bout with you. Hey Tay. Good to see you. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. I'm obviously just playing Endwalker. Such fun she's been having basking in the adoration of musty old bookworms and wide-eyed younglings, but does she spare thought for me? Of course. Oh, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm really loving it. Based on how this reads, but does she spare me a thought for me? Of course not. Is this Fea Uul? I waited and waited and waited, but she won't do so much as acknowledge the presence of her beautiful branch. Yeah, this is her. Well, this is them. Even though they're right here. Such a heartless thing our sapling is, cold and cruel and heartless. Oh faithful Fea Uul, loveliest of branches, how have I missed you? I love them. If you truly missed me, you should have cried for me at the top of your lungs the instant you arrived. To make up for it, you will call me with twice the passion next time. Though for there to be a next time, you've some few struggles to overcome. So my adorable sapling, the world is on the verge of destruction, is it? How do I know this? Joined as we are, spying on you is as simple as sliding down the back of a rainbow. Yes, I love her character. Wait, which character are you talking about? Talking about Fea Uul, because she is a pretty nice character. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. I love it too. Would that I could aid you in your quest, but the fate of we Fae folk was bound to that of the star. Whither it goes, so too do we follow, such is our way. The most I could do for you is spare you the pain by gifting you the sweetest of eternal dreams. But if escape's not to your liking, then you must struggle with your fellow mortals. Ah, but here are the ones you were waiting for. I wonder what manner of conclusion awaits at tale's end. I love Fea Uul. Ah, here's Reen. My apologies for the delay. Davel, it's so wonderful to see you again. You doubtless have much catching up to do, so I shall leave you to it. I've taken the liberty of unlocking the umbilicus, and you may enter at your leisure. So how are you and Gaia doing, Reen? Wait, there's Reen. One tall bunny? Yeah, the bunny people are pretty tall. I'm relieved to hear that everyone is well. I've had this feeling like a pit in my stomach, and I was afraid that something might have happened. Maybe I'm overthinking things, but it's just that I'm the Oracle of Light, and I've never spoken with Heidelin, never once heard her call. Even so, I've always had this feeling deep inside me, a connection to something immense. These past few days though, that connection has wavered, as if that immense something was distant, then close, then distant again. And then the other night, I was jolted awake by the feeling it had been completely severed. Wanting some fresh air, I went to open the window, and to my horror, the sky was ablaze, like during the star shower. That's not good. But then I blinked, and everything was normal. The next day, no one said a thing. No one else had seen what I had seen. Oh, thank you for the follow. Okay, there's the notification. But there. Confused me for a second because I saw it in my activity feed before it popped up on screen. Thank you, I appreciate it. You've become a sinner now. As far as I could tell, nothing was out of the ordinary. I began to wonder if it was a figment of a half-remembered dream. Thank you. I'm glad that you like it here. Davel, what are you not telling me? I have to know, please. It doesn't matter how terrible it is. I'm sorry, Reem, but the final days are happening. wasn't my imagination then. The doom we witnessed in Amarat has come again. I can't believe it. Like I told you before, all is well here in the First. So don't worry about us. Please, look only to the threat before you. I'm fine right now, and even if we weren't, we've learned how to survive. Should the final days reach us here as well, you may be rest assured we won't go quietly. Now, we'll hold on until you can find a way to save all our worlds. So long as you continue your fight, so too will we, united in purpose beneath a blazing sky. I'm not going to ask her about Gaia. I hope there's some mention of Gaia. Now let's see what this weapon is. Manganese war scythe. Manganese? Ooh, I kinda like it. Oh, pet the demon. Oh, okay. This is the first time. I just added that today. Let me see. Where is it? There it is. You're now petting the demon. Okay, good, it's staying there. Thank you for redeeming that. I added that today, I already mentioned. After figuring out how to use items. You're headed to the Umbilicus to consult with Elidibus, right? I'll do some consulting of my own and speak with Lena. Decide how we might best prepare for the final days. Yeah, it took me longer than it should have. Oh, I almost forgot. There we go. Don't want that being stuck there. I'll do some consulting of my own and speak with Lena, decide how we might best prepare for the final days. So it's farewell for now, but we'll see each other again, I'm certain of it. I hope her and Gaia are doing okay. Quickest way would be... Damn it, where's the... Oh, over here. I should have figured out how to use items much more quickly, but I've been so busy lately that I never bothered. Ah, Mistress Davel, welcome back. The captain's told me all. Give the word, and I will give you to the show you to the ocular. It's been a while since I've been here. Oh, I'm having memories? So many books in here.